You have 20 turnovers, you give up 15 offensive rebounds, but I mean, you find a way to win the game on an 11-0 run. I mean, how badly did you need that win, and how were you guys able to pull it out?
I feel like that just would have been a terrible one to lose, and we just really didn't want to lose that one. So going that 11-0 run was huge. And, there's definitely going to be a lot of games like that where it comes down to the last 4 minutes, 3 minutes. So I think that was good for us.
Max, what happened there in the final 2 minutes? What you guys were just able to turn it on late?
Yeah, it's kind of a blur. I remember looking up with 2 minutes. I think they had the ball and we were down 8, and I was like, uh-oh. We haven't been in this position very many times at home. So we kind of huddled up and we're like, it's now or never, fellas. Like, we're down 8 with 2 minutes left. Let's put the press on and do whatever we can to get this win. And that's kind of sparked our little run there. And Deggy got his hands on a couple deflections, and you look up and we're tied. So it was a great finish right there.
I know they're obviously a quality team, but what was kind of the issue for a good chunk of the game, just really kind of trying to get things going?
I feel like we're having our own self-caused problems. We
Yeah.
had a lot of turnovers. That was a huge one. Just communicating defensively, we had a couple more stops we could have gotten. So just self-errors that I think we fixed towards the end.
Yeah, and I think if you look at the teams we played this year, they're all super good defensively, and I think our opponent efficiency on D is like top 10 in the country, as well as our strength of schedule. So just got to keep going, and I think we have a nice little home stretch here to rack up some wins.
To be able to win a game where you guys are out rebounded by 9, you turned the ball over 20 times. What does that do to just to say you can still win games and got out wins like this?
Yeah, I think Chibuzo gets credit for that one. I think he had 27 points on like 5 shots and like 6 and 1 threes or something. So we'll give you credit for this win.
I think it was a response because, Coach is always talking about response with us. It's not what happens, it's how you respond to it. We weren't playing well, and then we just responded and we started playing.
Chibuzo took me through those 2 4-point plays in the first half, really kept you guys in the game.
Yeah, I mean, everybody calls me a flopper for that, but it's more of a safety thing. I jump really high on my threes, and then I know when they're in my space, so I don't want to land on somebody's foot and roll my ankle. So when they're in my space, I just fall, and it's usually a foul.
Buzo, so that's kind of what you're working on. You're probably leading the nation in 4-point plays,
No
4-point
question.
play opportunities. Did you study that? Like, how did you incorporate that into your game?
No, it just kind of happened. Like I was saying, kind of a safety thing. Like when guys get into my space, I don't want to roll ankle or something, so I started just falling, and I realized the refs are gonna have to call it when they're in my space, and it happens a lot. So
Max, with the way he's shooting, are you gonna maybe try that this year?
Yeah, jump higher and make a couple. Yeah, I'll take notes on that. But the and 1 threes, I've seen a couple guys in college that get calls like that. Like the Martin twins used to get a lot. I remember that. And now Buzo's the new and 1 3 guy. So it's your new title.
Max, how do you put the season you're having into perspective? We all know you're just a way better shooter than this.
Yep.
What's going on, dude?
Just been missing right now, but my teammates, they trust me, they believe in me just as I believe in myself. It's a good opportunity for me to pour into some of those young guys and not just care about myself, I've been here a long time and long enough time to know that I'm going to have lows and I'm going to have highs, and I'm a confident shooter. I'm going to keep shooting, and all I care about is the wins at this point. So I think staying confident is the only thing I can do at this point.
Chibuzo, can you walk me through the emotion of hitting that 3 at the end and put it within 1, and then what it was like to see you guys were getting the ball back and just ride it out to victory at the end of it?
Yeah, I seen he went under the screen, so I was like, I gotta shoot this, and went in. I was hyped, and I saw we got the ball back, and I was like, we got a chance to really win this. So that was a very emotional roller coaster, but it was fun.
Chibuzo, what are you seeing from Max? You all have seen him have crazy games and hit a ton of shots, and it's a little bit of a struggle for him right now.
Mm-hmm.
What are you seeing as a teammate?
I mean, we all know he's going to get it started. Great shooter, shoots it great during practice. But I think the biggest thing is he's just been, like he said, pouring into young guys. He's been a vet, very vocal, and just trying to help us win. And when he gets started, it's just going to make us even better.
Max, I know you said you guys just keep shooting, but it did seem at times you had some open looks, and maybe you were looking to facilitate other guys. How do you, when you're struggling as a shooter, fight that urge to want to keep shooting and want to, maybe pass them up?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think finding the balance. If a guy's hot, you got to keep going to Buzo. It'd be dumb to just start forcing. I think I took about the perfect amount of shots tonight. I should have made a layup in the first half, another steal layup in the second half, and I would have been 4 for 8, something like that. So just got to stay positive and find the guys in the right spots. Deggy was cooking down low, so I think the biggest thing is staying confident, and the shots will start to fall.
you guys think? I mean, I know the record maybe isn't what some people want, but you guys want it. But you look at what you mentioned, Max, some winnable games coming up here, and with the schedule you played. I mean, do you guys still feel like you're in a pretty good spot here?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Go ahead, you can take it, Bruce.
I think we played some really good teams. You know, it would have been nice to win a couple more of those games, but I think it's just made us better as a team. And now we got a good stretch at home. We're going to win a bunch of games. And I think all around our strength schedule just made us a better team and challenged us.
Yeah, I think after this game, I think our strength of schedule will be top 10 in the country or close to it, with a couple more good games coming up. So,
Still a long way to March, but if you guys do find yourself on that bubble, how important will this win be?
Huge. Yeah.
I hope huge. Yeah, I hope they do well. They're going to do well in their conference, so it'll be good. And plus, our conference has done really good in the non-con, so we'll have a lot of opportunities ahead as well.
You said at the beginning, Chibuzo, it would have been a terrible loss to have. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Nothing. Like I said, North Texas is a quality team. They were 75 in numbers, but I mean, just in terms of trying to get some momentum rolling here, and at some point being a mid-major team, it doesn't matter who you're playing. You can't have too many losses.
Right.
And how when you guys were kind of struggling, and crowd was kind of getting antsy, and it just wasn't going great. And how were you? How frustrating was that? And I guess how did you kind of find that switch to be able to kind of finish?
I think we just stuck with it throughout. We kind of had, like I was talking about, our self errors on our own, and then, I think, I don't even know.
We'll take our record any day of the week. You're old enough to remember the 2-4 start with losses to Bakersfield and a couple others, and we got, an 8 seed that year? We're going to be just fine.
Max, what do you think about your classmate Ashton Genty on the football side getting the NIL and he's staying here and just the buzz that's coming with that?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, he deserves all the love he's getting right now. To stay in Boise shows a lot of character, and you see a lot of guys leaving in times like these, and what a great guy to just stay here, and everyone loves him, and Heisman campaign starting, I saw that, and he's a great dude, too. I've seen him all over the place out in the community, so he's one of my good buddies.
He's cold.
Yeah, and he's
tough.
Best running back in the country.
It makes it now 17 home wins in a row. It's one of the longest streaks in the country. And I think when you look at the crowd, there's more people here this time of year than there were last time of year. What does the buzz around this team mean to you guys, and how important is it to keep that streak going?
I love the program. The guys before me, they always talk about Agbo. Agbo will text me, show me love. So it's just, I feel like our program is just being built up year by year, and I feel like we have a lot of pride in that. And I think the fans do too.
Yeah, I've been here a long time, and every year I think it's grown, and people care more every year too. Like you can just feel the energy in the building, especially down the stretch there. You're like, wow, we got a nice crowd going here, and they're loud too. I think they've gotten louder every year, and they definitely got our back, so we appreciate them.
Anything else?
Thanks, fellas.